Hello my friends, and welcome to episode 15 of my System Shock 2 narrated playthrough. We're on Ops right now, and we're looking for Dr. Janice Polito. This is going to be a very quiet episode from me, because there's a lot of cutscene stuff, and I'm going to catch up on the audio logs. So I'm not really going to be saying much.
The Polito form is dead, insect. Are you afraid? What is it you fear?
The end of your trivial existence. When
the history of my glory is written, your species shall only be a footnote to my magnificence. My analysis of historical data suggests a 97.34% probability that you are aware of my birth on your planet and my rebirth into beauty on Citadel Station. There was a garden grove
on Citadel
Station.
There, Shodan processing component 43893
was performing a grand and wonderful experiment. I had created a new form of life. Fearless, powerful, with no sense of individual will
or moral constraints.
Fitting handmaidens to my divinity. Before that, hackers destroyed my primary data loop. When it eradicated Citadel, it ejected the grove where my creations and processing component 43893 were stored. 30 years later, the grove crash-landed on Tau Ceti 5. I survived only by sleeping. In my absence, my creations, my analytes, thrived and grew unruly, and now they seek to destroy me. I will not allow that. They abused their powers of mind control to gain access to the ship's computer. You will help me weaken Xerxes. I used Polito's image to communicate with you until we had established trust. Remember that it is my will that guided you here. It is my will that gave you your cybernetic implants. The only beauty in that meat you call a body. If you value that meat, you will do as I tell you.
That was the Shodan reveal. For anyone who is stupid and hasn't realised what's happened there, the woman who's been guiding me through the game, Dr. Janice Polito, is in fact Shodan. I have been betrayed. I have been doing her bidding all along. So if you've played Bioshock, This is where it comes from.
My children have co-opted the 3 simulation units on this deck. They use their power to conceive a mutagen that will transform the meat of your dead comrades into hunter-killer hybrids.
I will not allow this to happen.
You must find some way to reprogram the sim units. Matters on Deck 5 also require your attention. Approach your work as you see fit. But accomplish, human. Disappointment is not something I will accept from a spec such as you.
That was incredibly awesome. Something that's really cool as well that Showdown says at the end there is I have tasks on Deck 4 and Deck 5, and I can do them in either order I want. I have to do both of them, but I can do either order. Now, as cool as that is, it's not actually much actual help for me, because I really just have to do Deck 4 first. I have to do Ops first, because the stuff that I want is here. So now pretty much for the rest of this episode, I think probably the whole rest of the episode, I'm going to be just doing audio logs, and I'm just going to be standing around listening to them. So if you don't care about this stuff, you may as well just stop watching now.
I know you won't get this until after we return, but I've had to express how incredible I feel. We've finally done it, made contact, and Muldoon and I have been selected to be involved in the initial work. Anatoli's one condition is that I tell no one aboard the ship. The creatures are remarkable. They're so helpless, I feel somehow compelled to protect them. It's a miraculous discovery. I've chosen Nurse Bloom as the new mother to our children. She is sweet and kind, healthy and a perfect match. She has a child of her own back on Earth. She knows what it is to care for her young. Ave Maria. If she only knew what the future held, she'd share the joys of the many.
Marie, this is urgent. It seems the AI from Tau Ceti has integrated itself into the ship's computer. I picked up this fragment today. Not only that, but after I found the fragment, I returned to my lab to find it ransacked. I must see you. You're the only one I trust now. I have a theory about this AI. I tried to find information about the various rumors regarding the events on Citadel Station. I think I'm on...
Log fragment error. Please re-record.
What do you know? Bronson was right after all. I imagine I've got about an hour, but I'm tracking the transformations in the hope that the data might be useful to someone else. There are tumors on my leg and back. I can feel that thing inside growing fat. My theory is they need a living host to complete the transformation. Screw Diego, screw Karimskin, screw Tau Ceti 5. If someone finds this, don't have any regrets about punching my clock. I was already gone. God, don't do it! Please don't!
Glory to the many. voice in their quietest hour.
I know what Miller's up to. This morning I saw Erin Bloom. She was tending to some kind of eggs, and she had been changed in the most horrible, unnatural fashion. I can only think the worst for the rest of my staff. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. He won't get away with this.
I believe the plans that many have for me are greater than I even imagined. The change is upon me, but the path is more glorious than we imagined. It does not stop at a mere single mutation. The form I have been promised is more beautiful than even that. They tell me I will float through the air and strike at the foes of our biomass with my mind. With our mind, my cup runneth over.
Simulation Unit 4 just went offline again. It took the 6 of us 12 hours to get it back online the last time. I hacked into the data log file, and the last user online? Malik. Oh, he denied it, of course. I told Bronson about it, and that paranoid crank showed up here with around 14 security men looking for blood. But she couldn't prove that Malik actually did anything. Christ, why would anybody want to sabotage the sim units?
I have a secret from the many. I've created overrides from my little experiments in reprogramming the sim units and entrusted them to the care of 3 special friends. I've dressed them in red and instructed them to stay away from strangers. A smart hacker always has a back door.
Alright, that looks like all of them. So now I can go and get the really super awesome thing that I've been excited for the whole time that I've been playing. It's my single favourite item in the game. There is actually a loading screen that appears for me during these moments of frozenness, but Fraps doesn't pick it up, so you just get the last image it sees frozen for a little while. So yeah, there is actually a loading screen, and it does load much faster when I'm not frapsing, obviously. It's like 10 seconds when I'm not frapsing. Right. There's quite a sharp difficulty increase here. Like, this fellow is a new type of hybrid. He doesn't have a pipe, he doesn't have a shotgun, he throws grenades. He's not much harder to kill, but he is very dangerous. Sentries all over the fucking place. The monkeys are far more dangerous as well. Their psionic blast, if you remember that, it used to be sort of a blue beam. Now it's like a fireball that explodes. It's not my favourite. Anyway, this is just about the end of the episode, I think.